Namaste. Does God exist? Let's continue the deliberations. I have a very good friend of mine who branched off into the subject of psychology and then now teaches psychology as part of his profession. He gave me a very interesting input, and I thought it would be nice if I placed it in front of you for you to look at what it really means. He said specifically humans, to construct their life, they need to copy certain values, certain ways of doing things. For example, if you are looking at bodybuilding, you might want to keep a good bodybuilder's photograph or a few of them as a mode of inspiration and then copy whatever they do to see if the same kind of results can be obtained in your life. The same is true for cooking. If you look at any of the sports people, irrespective of the line that they pursue, cricket, football, hockey, track and field, whatever it may be, in each of the field, as they get into the field and start growing further, they'll keep someone as a benchmark, someone as a role model that they would like to copy, emulate, surpass at some point of time. If you take cricket, the ultimate role model for many for several decades has been Donald Bradman. For Indians, it could be a Sachin Tendulkar or a Virat Kohli or a MS Dhoni or a Kapil Dev or a Sunil Gavaskar, whatever. If you are in boxing, you might look at Muhammad Ali. It will go on. If you are a sprinter, maybe a Usain Bolt. If you are in politics, you may have your own role models. Likewise, he said, whether for good things or for bad things, we need something which is of a role model for us to look up and then start seeing how to do. And when it comes to a complete package in our life, he told me to study the avatars. He said each of the avatar there is a typical role model for good winning over bad. If you take the story of Lord Ram, it is about standing up for values, being a person who's married to one single person for his life, Ekapatni Pritan as he is called, listening to his father's inputs. Likewise, if we take any of the gods of various religions, whether it's Greek, Christianity or whatever, everywhere you have saints, gods, goddesses, whom we keep as a role model for us to emulate. Compassion, love, mercy, giving, whatever. If you look at it, everywhere we need a role model. We by ourselves, as part of psychology, cannot develop ourselves into something. Very, very few people are capable of doing that. Even for bad things, you may have to keep a Satan or a devil as a role model. And this character is depicted in various ways. If you take Ramayana, it could be Ravan. If it is Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, it could be a Kamsan or a Sisubala. Likewise, everywhere, even to do bad things, we need to, even if you had seen the movies, some of the old movies, you will find even the villains having role model in their life. Even for bad things, we need to emulate. So I asked him, what do you want to communicate through this? He said, I am not a person capable enough to sit on judgment whether God exists or not. But one thing I understand, there is a tremendous psychological need for us to shape ourselves into something better than what we are now, whether in good things or in bad things. And for that, we need an external reference point. And when it comes to God, it becomes extremely easy for us to have an external reference point. There is something that we can never grow out of. A God, by definition, according to him, is everything, anything and everything in this world that you can look for. Hence, he said, psychologically speaking, there is a need for God. The same way there is a need for a devil also. Hence, he said, in my view, as a way of a practical approach to life, for humans to continuously evolve, there is a great need for God. He said, Prakash, think about it. And the same thing is what I want to share with the viewers in this episode. Look at this example and derive your own conclusions. We'll continue with this journey of the topic, does God exist? Thank you.